Beautiful looking full body painted Monaco Diplomat diesel pusher with front 7500 Onan generator. Just landed here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. All in all, pretty darn sharp. Folks had intended to own it for a lot longer. It's 2 owners. Most recent owners had it a year and a half, and just long story short, had a couple changes at home and just realized they no longer needed their big beautiful diesel pusher. All in all, pretty good shape. Couple little things here and there. I'm going to point them out as we go. Nothing that I feel I got to get too excited over. I mentioned we do have the quiet diesel 7500 generator up front here, so you are perfectly equipped to be able to use your systems, you know, in transit, on the go, at the campsite, anywhere that you please. This slide out canvas cover right here, it's okay. It's not in perfect shape, but a replacement canvas is actually stowed in the underbelly of this. So they, you know, there were some preventative items that they were getting ready to take care of. Actually, when they dropped it off, we did just a couple little corner reseal touches to make sure the roof was in top order. You know, so those things that needed done are getting done, have been done even. True high gloss exterior as well. This is a gel coated fiberglass, so you can, you know, see your own reflection in it, or in this case, you can see my balding reflection in it right here, especially in the sun. Look at that big old bald nugget. Window covers here, so you can open the windows in the rain yet still get maximum airflow. And we do have full pass-through storage down here in the basement. There is a lot of storage going on in this sucker, but pretty common in a big diesel pusher like this. All tires less than 1 year old. Last year they spent over $3,000 replacing all tires. They are all as close to new and flawless as a tire can get on a used motorhome. The roof is fiberglass. I've been up there walking around. If you're just on YouTube, click over to our website and you may actually see our photos of me walking on the roof there. We are fully equipped and ready for towing on the back, of course, which is, well, I still mention it because some people aren't aware. If you're really familiar with what a Monaco Diplomat is, you know that's a no-brainer, but not everybody is. So if I say some things sometimes that seem silly, that's why. Within the last year and a half, something caught the roof ladder up top. It didn't rip the ladder off and everything's fine, but the top bar, you notice one of them is missing. Now again, I've been personally up and down there. That's one of those things I was saying, there's a couple little hiccups, but nothing worth getting worked up over. There's not like a big gaping hole in the roof or something got ripped out or anything like that. It's fine. It's just okay. Now, I'm not going to get into specifics and bore you because some people care and some people don't, but like there's a full RV cover down here, full cover. There's a lot of extras to go with this because again, they're just done camping. So if you're kind of curious to what it is, feel free to give us a call and we can give you a list of those things, or God forbid, just visit us in person and you know, get an idea yourself. Twin power entry step. Now the most recent owner, she really personalized this thing, and like something like this here, you know, she had inserted some panels here and done some custom little painting, and this is really cute. Count your blessings. That is a good message for anybody. That's a good message for anyone, just to, you know, be appreciative of what you have, and, you know, hug your loved ones and that sort of thing. So if you're familiar with the Monaco Diplomat, then you would recognize right offhand that this is not the color of woodwork they would have in here standard. She came through, and we actually recently had a Four Winds motorhome that we sold for some folks that were friends of these folks. And this owner did the same interior decor work on that one that they did on this one. And that was so popular, it sold in less than 2 days. So she went through, painted all the slide fascia, and accent colored these walls over here just to kind of separate the living room from the kitchen area, just to give it a little different look. Did a nice job of it too. Did all the cabinets, did pretty fair. Also did the face of the refrigerator. And as a child of the 80s who grew up with checkerboard everything, I saw that and went, yeah, buddy, that is cool. And I love it. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I like that it has character. This has personalization. This has a human quality to it. That's what I like about it. There was a little spot. One of the preventative things we just took care of is we noticed in the upper corner on the outside of the slide out, there was a little spot where the bulb seal had failed a little bit. We noticed that this wall panel, not waterlogged or anything like that, I can still tap on it, but we noticed it had bulged a little bit, so we got to looking. Water tends to run its way down, and I noticed a small stain right here on this carpet. So there has been a small spot of water penetration, nothing that I have to get too worked up over, but it has been there. It's not stopping the RV from being used. It's not getting any worse. It's already been arrested and addressed, but you deserve to know it's there. And we've taken things like that into account when we work with the previous owners to help put a price tag on this, because this is here on a consignment sale. You know, we do a lot of that stuff, and you know, if you have something you'd like us to sell for you, just like I'm doing now, we represent your inventory just like ours. Obviously, we don't make any money with it sitting here, and our goal is to help you find a home for it. The twin captain's chairs up front, twin flex steel chairs with a third matching chair behind it back here. Pretty common in the motorized industry. The little tabletop can pop out there for like an almost like a second co-pilot sort of situation. You know, none of that's terribly uncommon. We do have a very clean soft touch ceiling liner in here, and what this has going on with it is this does have a like a very good insulative quality here, as well as the fact that it is very sound deadening as well. The benefit there is that it keeps the RV, you know, cooler, it keeps it quieter and just more comfortable. See the nice Samsung flat screen up front. They had done some upgrading and updating on hardware. The previous owners had DirecTV, and DirecTV or Dish, doesn't matter. I get too hung up on silly details sometimes. Long story short, they disconnected the roof mount antenna, and the wiring's still present. It's just not hooked up currently. So if you decide to take this one home, just keep in mind little details like that in the back of your head. In my experience, most folks with a coach like this don't care, because they're just going to rig up their own antenna system. Anyway, you know, pretty standard front cockpit here. CB radio, if you are interested in talking with the truckers on the road there. Back in another life, before I was in the RV business, I was in the logistics business, and my handle was Moses. I don't know why. A fun-loving hillbilly gave me that name, and it just stuck. So there you go. If you call for Moses, I'll tell you go for Mo, and we'll hit the road in style on this thing. This is a nice rig. This is in really good shape. Like I've tried to be very fair to show you where there have been a couple little hiccups, guys, but there's nothing stopping this thing from rolling down the road and just having a heck of a time right now. All solid surface countertops, stainless undermounted sinks, the obvious fitted sink covers, so you can use this all for countertop space. Like a lot of motorhomes, they have a convection microwave with just a standard stovetop below, because very few people do a lot of cooking in their motorhomes. Good storage in here too. A lot of very good storage. This is a great touring RV that also has a very good destination floor plan, so it can fit a lot of different needs. And real tile, you know, you can feel the difference when you're walking on real tile. Full walk-through private middle bathroom, pretty common in this industry, or in this market segment, but I still like to point it out. Big tall shower with a monster skylight, so it can stay very bright in here. And, you know, the bigger fans, not the little fans, of course, it's a Monaco, it's a Diplomat. You're going to have nicer appointments like the floating style mirror over here. Just like the kitchen, we have solid surface seamless counters over here. And if you look, this is actually one piece. They gave it a different color here, but this is a seamless one-piece counter so that you can never get water penetration and damage as a result. Pretty normal closet style toilet area here with a little bit of, again, nice little color touches. Each room has its own little individual feel and flair. This right here is either a washer dryer space if you're so inclined, or it's just the biggest chunk of storage you could ever shake a stick at. And I've never had anybody trade in an RV because it had too much storage. And if you're one of my regular YouTube fans, you know my phrase is that when it comes to storage, every ounce counts. There's no such thing as too much. Full rear wall wardrobe cabinet back there. I like how there's venting windows with privacy shades on the slides. All windows are UV tinted here, but they do have day and night shades, so you really have maximum light, privacy, control, anything you want. We're all set if you want to throw a little TV back here. This was built before flat screens were just in your face and everywhere, so you actually have a pretty big TV enclosure in here, but it is begging for a little flat screen to be tossed in. And once again, pardon me, this is the vented washer dryer cabinet. My apologies, I gave you some poor info there. But they have it nicely finished off so that you don't see plumbing in here, but you do have the ability to put one in. Now you have the same countertops here that you have in the kitchen. They didn't scale down just because we're out of the kitchen space now. And I like that we have a pretty big wardrobe back here with just an extra dedicated closet. Now both sides of the bed have bedside stands with power outlets. So you folks who need your CPAP machines, you don't have to decide, do we go RVing or do we sleep well? You get both here. You know, you've got a double privacy door here. There's a door on that side to enclose this space. But in the meantime, you don't have to walk sideways from your bedroom to get to your bathroom. It's just a little more convenient and comfortable. Plus, all kinds of additional storage space. Because what can you not have too much of? I've already beaten it to death. Storage. There you go. It's in great shape, guys. There's nothing stopping this from heading down the road. And they're being real fair about their asking figures on this here. Give us a call. Learn more. Come see it in person. Take it for a spin around the block if you need to. You know, we wouldn't blame you. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping, everyone.